Good day, students. You are welcome to yet another interactive session on geography. Our topic for discussion today is vegetation of Nigeria. As far as vegetation of Nigeria is concerned, it comprises of the following vegetation belts. You have the savanna belt, you have the forest belt, then you have the mountain vegetation. These are the three broad classes of vegetation in Nigeria. The savanna belt of Nigeria is made up of three. You have the Sahel savanna, you also have the Sudan savanna, and also the Guinea savanna. These three vegetation belts, they are collectively called the savanna zones or the savanna vegetation. For the forest zone or the forest vegetation, it is also made up of three vegetation belts. So you have the rainforest, you have the freshwater swamp forest, then you have the mangrove swamp forest. These three vegetation belts, they are collectively called the forest zone of vegetation. Then finally, you have the mountain vegetation. For the mountain vegetation, this is the vegetation that is associated with the highland areas of Nigeria. So from what we have said so far, you have three broad classes of vegetation in Nigeria. You have the savanna belt, which are three. You also have the forest belt, which are also three. Then finally, you have the mountain vegetation, the one that is associated with the highland areas of Nigeria. Now, we now want to beam our flashlight on each of these savanna vegetation zones. So we want to begin with the Sahel savanna, and we want to look at Sahel savanna under the following headings: location, factors of distribution, and characteristics. Where is Sahel savanna located in Nigeria? It is actually found in the extreme northeast of Nigeria. So in the extreme northeast of Nigeria, especially in a place called Kukawa in Borno State, this is where this savanna is very well pronounced. So outside of Kukawa area of Borno State, you don't have a well-pronounced savanna, a well-pronounced Sahel savanna. What are those factors that promote Sahel savanna? Or what are those factors that bring Sahel savanna into existence? The first factor of distribution is that there is an annual rainfall of below 500 meters, 500 millimeters. It is because of this very low amount of rain that couldn't support much vegetation. Then you have the rainy season actually lasts for between 3 and 4 months. A rainy season of 3 and 4 months cannot support much vegetation. And that is why the vegetation in this zone is very, very scanty. Then temperatures are high throughout the year. And it is on record that the highest temperature in Nigeria is recorded in the Sahel savanna. We should as well add that this is the savanna that is very close to the Sahara Desert. So that is why the temperature is actually high in this part of Nigeria. Now, there is a very low possibility of rain because the relative humidity is quite low. The relative humidity is actually below 40%, especially during the dry season. And this cannot give an appreciable amount of rain. Now, what are the characteristics of the Sahel savanna? Looking at the factors of distribution, where we mentioned the fact that the rainy season for the year is below 500 millimeters. With this cannot support much vegetation, and that is why the predominant vegetation in this zone are grasses, and these grasses are quite short. They are short because the rainfall cannot support very tall grasses. So the rain can only support very short grasses. And the grasses are also described as tussocky grasses. What are tussocky grasses? These are grasses that are not, they are grasses that are not so much. And of course, in this zone, the grasses are always interspersed with sand dunes, meaning that you have mixture of short tussocky grasses and sand dunes. Then apart from that, just like we mentioned the fact that the rainy season is below 500 millimeters per annum, this can only support stunted trees. The trees in this zone, very few of them, they experience stunted growth because of the small amount of rain that occur in the year. So the rain in this zone can only support very few grasses like the acacia tree and the date palms. These are the few trees that 500 millimeters of rain can support. So that is for the Sahel savanna. So we now want to move to the next savanna belt, which is called the Sudan savanna. Where is Sudan savanna found in Nigeria? The Sudan savanna is actually found north of the Guinea savanna. You have the Sudan savanna. North of the Guinea savanna, you have the Sudan savanna. Which state in Nigeria is Sudan savanna found? Sudan savanna is found in the following states in Nigeria. You have it in Kano, in Jigawa, in Sokoto, Katsina, Kaduna, Bauchi, Yobe, Kebbi, Borno, among other states. Now, what are the factors of distribution? What are those factors that facilitate the occurrence of Sudan savanna in Nigeria? Sudan savanna is actually characterized by annual rainfall of between 500 millimeters and 1,000 millimeters. This is far higher than the annual amount of rain in the Sahel savanna. Of course, there is also uniformly high intensity of solar radiation throughout the year. So there is high amount of temperature throughout the year. The temperature is as well uniformly high throughout the year. How about the relative humidity? It is actually high, especially during the rainy season, and it's actually more than 60%. So there is 60% of possibility of rain in the Sudan savanna. What are the characteristics of Sudan savanna? Of course, grass is the predominant vegetation. Grass is the commonest vegetation in the Sudan savanna. And the grasses are quite taller than that of the Sahel savanna. The vegetation is actually made up of very short grasses. The grasses are not tall, the grasses are short. And the grasses are usually between 1.5 and 2 meters high. The grasses in this savanna belt, they are shorter than those in the Guinea savanna. How about the trees? The trees too also experience stunted growth. So you have stunted trees, and the trees are more scattered than those in the Guinea savanna. Examples of these trees found in the Sudan savanna include the dum palm. You also have the acacia tree, the baobab tree, and the silk cotton tree. So that is Sudan savanna. Let's now move to the last type of savanna, which is the Guinea savanna. Where is this savanna found? Before mentioning the areas in Nigeria where it is found, it must be mentioned that this savanna, that is the Guinea savanna, is the widest vegetation zone in Nigeria because it covers about half of the land area of Nigeria. So half of the land area of Nigeria is Guinea savanna. So that makes it the widest vegetation zone in Nigeria. So where is this Guinea savanna found? Federal Capital Territory Abuja has the Guinea savanna. You also have it in Enugu, Nasarawa, Adamawa, Osun, Kwara, Kogi, and Benue, among other states in Nigeria. What are these factors of distribution that assist the growth of Guinea savanna? The annual rainfall actually varies between 1,000 millimeters to about 1,500 millimeters. So this is high enough to support appreciable vegetation. So the rainy season actually lasts between 6 and 8 months. And the relative humidity too is quite high. It is actually more than 60%. So there is 60% of possibility of rain in the Guinea savanna. What are the characteristics of this Guinea savanna? Of course, because of the greater amount of rain in this savanna belt, the trees are more plentiful than the previous savanna belts, that is the Sudan savanna and the Sahel savanna. So we have more trees in this savanna belt than the other two savanna belts. Because of this high rainfall amount, it supports very tall grasses, and the grasses are between 2 and 3 meters tall, or even more. We have the following trees in the Guinea savanna belt. We have the locust bean tree, and the shea butter trees. These are the prominent trees found in the Guinea savanna. So that is all we have for you as far as the vegetation of Nigeria is concerned. So next class, we'll move to the forest belt, which comprises rainforest, freshwater swamp forest, and the mangrove swamp forests. Then you have this to do at home. You are to draw a sketch map of Nigeria showing all the 3 savanna belts and the 3 forest belts, and not forgetting the montane vegetation too. So you are also to show the location of the montane vegetation.